Oh shit, is that the yes man?
Is that the yes man?
Hey, yes man, do me a favor, say the word yes. Say yes again. But say yes this time like you're slightly embarrassed of what you're saying yes to. Yeah, that's right. Now say yes like I just pushed something a little bit too far, but you still have to say yes because you know that honestly the answer is still yes.
Yes.
Now say yes to something that you patently don't believe because I finally pushed it too hard for you to even be seen on the record as going along with.
Yes.
Shit, didn't see that coming. Also, was that a real chest on Men on Film?
I don't see why all these naked men can't be hanging around together, learning about each other and their bodies. See you later.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, yes man. You know, it's funny. I just got to a certain set of episodes in The Sopranos.
Oh my God! I'm so excited. You actually just need to call me so we can just talk about this without spoiling it. But
are they really progressive?
No, they're fucking. I mean, I'm curious Bryce's opinion because he's seen it obviously far more recently than I am. I haven't seen it since I watched it, but. Oh my God, was there ever a moment where a better show wanted me to fucking put a drill bit in my head than the episodes that happen after a big event in season 6?
Yes. Okay. We'll talk. I'll just call you Justin.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just call you Justin too. Hey, Justin.
Oh my
I've been calling
God.
you Justin for years.
All right. Let's take a look at some show titles over at
I've been calling you Justin for way longer.
Oh, good talk to Bonnie, not long enough.
It's a podcast about two men's and their friendship together.
All right, we're gonna take a look at nightattack.showbot.tv. Some of our top ones, including From Opal to Fulva.
I don't even know what that's a reference to.
So we have the Opal, and it's working today.
Yeah.
And then Brian made a joke about a
me
vulva.
talking about it, and then we got to the full.
Literally, it's just a description of the show. Okay, I thought it was a reference.
I'm not so much disappointed that it's a title. I'm disappointed that it's the most popularly upvoted title.
With 9 votes, too. It's not like weird things. There's a lot of votes.
Although, by the way, the second most popular title is An African American Sketch Show, which I also love.
Who's Your Daddy? I'm giving the thumbs up to Who's Your Daddy.
I know.
Yeah.
I think
followed by Sorry Other Gays, which is also
Put that
very
one up there too.
Okay.
Also, Who's Your Daddy? The only thing I would like more is for it to say Who's Your Daddy? Parentheses TM.
TM versus TM 2020.
What is TM what?
Trademark.
He invented it.
I invented the joke tonight, Bonnie.
Oh, TM.
Yeah.
This might be an all-timer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Schwidler on the... I'm giving that a click.
the wind is not bad.
Dog ate my cookie.
Schwidler on the roof. If I had a TikTok. If I had a
we should check in. How's our TikTok doing?
Well, I would count all the cards in the world if I had a TikTok.
Oh, it's slowed down.
I would show up match flick. Flicky, flicky, flick.
Flicky, 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 flicky roo. I drop a cork on another cork and drop some ketchup too. Look at these original cards. Let me show you a trick made in 1943.
Schwidler on the roof is sweeping Broadway.
Mormons against Jesus in all caps is
I'm
very
so
funny.
glad. I'm so glad we got close enough to at least finding the connective tissue of being not there being a time that people were not big on birthdays, because the assertion that
Because we kind of weren't going.
But like gifts and stuff were like a thing. So, anyways.
Let's see. Yes, antenna. Does homie play that?
woke or broke.
Woke or broke?
I like. Please vote up. Does homie play that for me?
Hated it.
As a former Mormon, I fully endorse Mormons against Jesus as a title.
Tree sap that you eat.
That's a good one.
Bonnie's homemade edible tree sap.
Oh my God.
Blew in.
Look at
There's cocaine in my purse.
This was a pretty good episode.
Oh, please vote up. I'm right. That actually, just for me, though.
Right.
I don't think it's a good title, but I just wanted to remind people.
So instead of all right, it's I'm right.
Yeah. That's it.
Huckleberry Finn is
Huckleberry.
fun to say. Can everybody? Can I just get a Huckleberry Finn in the chat? Huckleberry Finn is so funny.
Huckleberry Finn.
That's one of those like funny words. Like it's got funny sounds.
Oh, Fuckleberry is. I mean, like Huckleberry's really funny. Like Fuckleberry, way funny.
Which are the godless states? Moving to Colorado.
Oh no. Yeah.
God, that pause, and then more of a Tom Sawyer.
You think they made that joke a lot?
The full Monty.
Can heteros have a little salami?
I was so glad I got that in. That was so good. Okay, let's go to the top and see what the top one is. Still from Opal to Fulva. I don't know that one's really gonna do.
Wow, that's not funny at all. It's a literal description of jokes that happen.
I mean, I
I mean,
can't-
like, all love to Mitzi, like, obviously a fucking legend in his own time, but what the fuck, my guy?
I think that I would click on that comedy podcast wondering, I'd be disappointed by the end with what I got, but I would click. It's very clickable.
From Opal to
You would
Fulva?
go with that? I mean, because the other one that's, to me, Who's Your Daddy is... Yeah, Who's Your Daddy, like, TM Bryce Castillo 2020, to me, is... That's my sentimental favorite. Although from Opal to Fulva...
You would
is
click on
definitely
that.
a description of two jokes that happened in the podcast.
Is it meant to be like a from Justin to Kelly sort of ref? I don't even think.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I'd like to believe it's like a letter writing relationship over 60 years. Dear Opal, it's me, Fulva. Ever since we went swimming at the Follies, I've thought of you.
At the Follies.
the
Ever since I
Follies.
saw you dive off the steel pier, I remember your full-length bathing suit.
Bad Reef says,
Fulva.
"Who's Your Daddy will lose you downloads in Indiana." Interesting.
Oh, fuck them.
I kind of like Schwidler on the Roof.
Schwidler
that's-
on the Roof is like, I mean, it's literally a fucking passing moment, but it's really funny.
I mean, it makes about as much sense as from Opal to Fulva, so I'm fine with whichever.
Oh, no. It makes way more sense because you're a character on the show. And at some point, we talk about the fact that you went on the roof. In fact, in the first couple seconds of the show, you say, I'm
I was
upset
on a
because I
roof."
went on a roof,
Yeah.
right? So they know that immediately. From Opal to Vulva, I don't even know. I mean, like,
Fulva.
did we even mention Vulva? Sorry. Did we even mention Opal much?
I
in the
don't
main
think
show?
it made it in the show at all.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I
I mean, we all know we've been working on that Opal, right? But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been working that Opal.
My vote is Schwidler on the Roof.
Let's go with Schwidler.
I don't know. I think Who's Your Daddy is
We'll put Who's Your Daddy in the show notes so people can still find it if they want.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, other gays.
sorry, other guy.
I think it,
Thank you to BioCow and Supernova Girl and Mitsul and everyone else who submitted show title using the Megas command in the chat room. I'm gonna write it now.
Hey, how was it with the separate? Too early to talk about tech stuff. Haunted, still haunted, still haunted. That's the look of somebody.
Wait, what?
Are
Bryce,
you talking to me?
Yeah.
When, in the one time of the show I asked you.
Yeah, no. Literally, there's one time where we're supposed to
Give me
talk
1
to
minute,
each
we'll
other,
talk
so
about it.
so Bryce can do another thing. Yeah.
But it's also the one time that I really feel like we can take a breath and know.
Short answer is good.
Okay, good. Short answer.
Yeah. Oh no. Everything's going good, right?
Yeah.
Is it not?
No, no. It is.
Here's
it
the thing.
It just. Man, what a real roller coaster. It's been a real.
I'm saying,
Who's
look,
Your Daddy
like I
trademark.
know that when it's good, there's no amount of constant reassuring that can make you reassured. But I'm literally watching, I'm watching the safety monitor. Like, we're doing great. Everything's the tits right now.
Yeah, everything's fucking everything is the tits right now.
but are them tits real? Is that a real tit?
I love that you challenged 1990 Damon Wayne's fucking pecs. That is such a strong challenge. I love that.
Okay, I didn't have any stations whatsoever. So these are people I never met. If it wasn't what is it? PBS.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I'm gonna bet has not aged well is that handyman sketch.
Wait, the on In Living Color?
Or when he did it on his HBO stand-up special, or literally any version of it, because he's pretty specifically just making fun of people with CP, and it's awful. Like the whole joke.
Oh yeah. Oh no. There's also the Jim Carrey the female bodybuilder sketch that does not in any way age well.
I forgot all about that. Wow.
Yeah. There's a few things that look. In Living Color deserves a lot of credit because they were bringing a lot of different kinds of ideas in comedy to the forefront. This was a world in which it was shocking that black people were allowed to run and write a comedy television show like that had that kind of freedom and was asked to push the envelope. There were times that they pushed the envelope in which it does not hold up, but that's like Men on Film is one of those things that I do kind of hope gets a larger cultural reckoning, just because I do wonder whether or not it is something that is looked at. Because even though the writing, I think as we saw tonight, is something that it's like, oh, okay, all the laughs are from the right place. The reason, all the clever characters are in the right places that you would expect in 2020. It still is two straight guys playing gay face, and that is something that you have to wonder whether or not the writing can get over that in 2020.
Okay, tech stuff.
Yeah, all right, do that while I pee.
Okay. So Brian installed the outdoor antenna, mobile network antenna outdoors today. And so as far as how that's set up, so we have people may know that we have a 3-computer setup, 2 computers making the stream and 1 computer putting it out, as well as the Opal, which is its own internet device. The current setup that we had for today is that the Opal and the computer that is sending the stream to Twitch is on the mobile network. The other 2 computers are still on Spectrum. 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 3 seconds in, we have got 0 dropped frames.
Whoa.
Yeah, the only thing we don't have yet is any idea of what it looks like when Spectrum shits the bed, because tonight also looked like a pretty good Spectrum night, right? Like everything seemed pretty happy.
As far as I can tell, the one one big variable when it comes to this.
Gary from Spectrum says, "You're welcome." Fuck you, Gary.
The big
I would
variable.
love to believe that's the actual Gary from Spectrum who just became a fan overnight.
The big variable, which even when everything was on Spectrum or when we were doing partially on Spectrum, is that Skype is very good about adjusting your quality and adjusting for your bit rate, the available bit rate that you have. And so, that's more of a question on like if Justin can see us. We viewers can tell that we had pretty good fidelity from Justin's inward video from us. But I think that's probably better because even when we've had the Spectrum go out, the Skype is pretty good at adjusting as much as it's able to.
Yeah. Well. So like yesterday, we had that weird issue during Cord Killers where, because both the Opal and Skype were on Spectrum.
No, they were not. Or Skype was on the mobile network. The computers were on the mobile network, and Opal was on the Spectrum.
Man, that's so weird because how was it that Tom's audio stayed synced then?
Well, we don't know that is on our side. That seemed like it could have been an issue on many fronts, because you're right. It would be one thing if.
Oh, that's right. So if that's right. Where we ended up was deciding that probably both of our internets were fine. It was a Tom.
It was possibly
delayed.
a software issue with Tom. So
yeah, that makes sense.
That was a weird thing. And if people saw Cord Killers live, or if they had a keen eye when they watched Cord Killers today, we had to trim it up just a little bit.
Yeah. No, it was one of those like question gets asked. Pause. 3, 4.
Yeah.
Answer comes.
And so that's super tough because in that case, both sides were on separate connections. But we don't get really any status on Opal in terms of what the latency is at any given point. It would be really nice if they could build that in, or some sort of analytics. And then with Skype, we ended up moving to Skype for spoilering times just so that the two of you could talk.
Yeah.
I think you definitely don't get back on the roof if it's 0 drop
If it's working,
frames.
you don't care how wonky.
I know.
No
I'm just
Schwidlers
like, do
on no
not
roofs. Okay.
Screw with anything that's
Oh
working.
God, yeah, no. I mean, you know the rules, Brian. If it's working, don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Touch it when it breaks. When it breaks, then get your fucking ass up on that roof and fix it. Until then, that's it.
Optimistic. I have felt it on paper. It makes a lot of sense that a mobile network, if we have a good connection and good weather, would be fine. We still haven't had any weather issues to kind of test that out. 'Cause I know, Justin, do you still have that Wisp? Because this is technically a Wisp that we have.
So yeah, I'm on the Wisp now, but I have never had a problem due to weather.
Oh.
I have had a problem because this is a mom and pop ISP and things break, or maybe they are still employing people that aren't the best because they're a mom and pop and not a cold, heartless corporation where they can just cycle through talent, right?
By the way, that actually reminds me, Bryce. Tomorrow we're gonna have some AC serviced, and I asked them to just also unplug any data wires they happen to see.
Oh,
Just
awesome.
knock those out.
Yeah, just really. Just take the scissors to it. If you can't untangle it, just take the scissors to it. They'll fix it.
There we go. We'll leave them. We'll leave the company shears. Just do what you will. But yeah, no. So I have not had a problem at all when it comes to rain or weather or anything. But it seems like for you guys, like if weather affected the WISP, then like it will be no different than Spectrum, which apparently also shits the bed when weather happens, despite the fact that it's a buried wire situation. So
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, and at the very least, if we have 2 shitty internets, those are 2 separate shitty internets that
hopefully
that
get
can
shitty
combine.
at different intervals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the thing is like for us, like getting the WISP on our end was really not, it was a no brainer. A, because it was so cheap, but B, because it's like we're just at a point now where I make enough money off this that it makes sense to have two ISPs. Like I would much rather have a backup. I'd much rather roll the dice that they both shit the bed at the same time, or like, you know, compared to just having one go out and be like, oh, I guess I can't do my work. R.I.P. Fred Willard.
Oh my God, dude! Can we talk about Fred Willard? What a loss! What an amazing, incredibly funny. I can't think of anything he's been bad in ever. He's
number one, 100% legend. The guy fucking like has brought it like every element of his life, but also I can't think of somebody who got more fucking squeeze out of the orange than Fred Willard. Like that dude was on I Think You Should Leave last year.
Yeah.
Like, and his sketch fucking was hilarious, and it was because he is hilarious.
Dude,
like that dude.
I believe the only living human to have a role in a Pixar movie.
Oh yeah, he's the only live action footage in a Pixar film, I believe.
Yeah, he's the by and large guy on Wall-E.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I guess if we're talking about what people got out of life, like that dude was like, a lot of times in comedy legends, you're happy to see him. So they do the bit and then you're like, yay, I saw you do the bit, and that's cool and it's great. Fred Willard was just like a fucking cleanup hitter until literally his last year of life. Like that just doesn't happen. Comedy's about timing. Like, and he fucking had the timing until his fucking dying day. That's insane.
He also got a proper recognition and the proper opportunities to flex that in his later days. You know, like I don't know if Netflix has published the clip on YouTube. Can we see if his I Think You Should Leave clip is out there? Because I don't think Bonnie's seen it.
I gotta go. I was just
yeah,
gonna go. This is my opportunity to.
No,
well,
this is
me teeing up
worthwhile.
your
Yeah.
exit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God, it's so. He's
Brian's
great.
like, I think you should go.
I think you should leave.
I'm pretty sure the Scoops people.
Oh my God.
Are like, you should leave.
Look at this, Bonnie. God, this sketch.
3, 4. My condolences.
Oh, that's amazing.
The fucking plate. The plate is what kills me every time.
And that shit-eating grin as he mugs and then says, "My condolences." oh my God. Oh Christ.
Wow, what a
And
good
by the
one
way,
to
if
go
you
out
are
on.
only listening on audio, it is what would otherwise be the organist at a funeral. So it's everybody there for a funeral. But he has like the most like ridiculous comedic 1930s like fucking.
He's got like horns and bells. And
Also,
throws
not
a
even
plate.
wearing black. He's wearing like a multicolored check.
And a stylish hairdo.
Oh goddamn.
And a well-groomed mustache. Oh,
I mean,
my
like
God.
that the greatest. I mean, obviously, a man whose career spanned. I mean, what 70 years was it? Like from when
I know
he first
that my
started?
parents knew him. Didn't he have a show with Martin Mull in the 70s back in the day?
Yeah.
And Martin Mull, I think, got a little more chill and esoteric and selective in his roles, whereas Fred Willard was more. I saw him more growing up, you know, because I
Yeah.
watched like the Christopher Guest movies and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Which, by
so
the way, I'm
maybe-
going to make
maybe
the
not
kids
70,
watch. I'm going to make the kids watch Best in Show
Yeah.
now. Like,
Oh God, yeah,
because
best
of this.
in show. I mean, a fucking
God,
scene
love
stealer
Terrier.
to beat the band. I mean, the best thing I can say comedically, if you want to leave a comedic legacy, is the first thing I thought of when I saw that he died was, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Which was his line from fucking A Mighty
Best in
Win.
Show. Yeah.
No, that was A Mighty Win.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that
was-
was
Mighty
after
Win.
that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that he was like the celebrity. Oh, maybe. Okay, but regardless,
No,
it was
no.
a fake show from before that was his catchphrase on.
Yes, yeah. So it's him talking about like all these shows he was on back in the 70s. And,
Sorry.
you know, he's like, oh, I had all my catchphrases like, what happened?
Yeah.
And, I can't do my work. But yeah, that's like, it's like that to me, that's godlike. They're like I immediately thought of his treasures that he has given because he has given them so consistently. There was a line for the moment, and I Fred Willard, R.I.P. What a legend.
All right. Well, I
Our
guess with that, let's
condolences.
go ahead and go out on a bummer note. Wait, I mean a successful note. How many frames have we lost?
14.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Oh, that's a sign. A mighty wind is blowing.
That's almost a whole second.
That's one half of one.
What
second.
happened? Fuck this. Let's get out of here.
All right. Thank you everybody
That's
for
a
watching.
real red wagon.
I don't think so.
We'll be back with more streams tomorrow. Rest
Love you
of the week.
guys.
Thank you guys.
No schwiddlers on no roofs.
Keeping me all night. Keeping me all night.